I'm gonna be honest, no one cares what you're going to do. What are you doing right now? I don't care what you plan on doing. What are you currently doing right now in this present moment? And if you can't answer that question, then you really need to create a plan.
I don't know what they feeling, I don't know what they thinking. Bro, my soul's invincible like Mario when he blanket.
What's good, YouTube? How y'all doing? I'm back at it again with another Unfiltered Thoughts. I got hair in my face. In the house with it. As y'all know, last week I was on vacation, and right now, currently, my car is being worked on by me because I broke something on it and now I gotta fix it, and you know, it's a process, but I'm learning a lot. You know, you break something, then you fix it, but you learn after you broke it, right? So that's why we're in the house, you know. Sorry to ramble, but this is Unfiltered Thoughts episode 16, or Unfiltered Thoughts episode 17. One of those two, but honestly, y'all, after, I was on my vacation, I was in Atlanta. This has been on my mind a lot, and this question has been asked to me: what do I want? Like, what do I want? What do I want out of life? What do I want for myself? What do I want? It's been repeatedly asked over and over. Whenever in life, when something keeps coming up for me, like that, for instance, this going on right now, right, where I keep getting asked, what do you want, Kamari? What do you want, Kamari? What do you want? Like, where do you see yourself? Where are you trying to go? What are you trying to do? I keep getting asked questions like that, and it's like, I need to really stop and assess that. I believe that I know what I want, and now I need to pursue it 100%. And going through that situation, it's like, I always been the kind of guy that will talk about, like, oh, I plan on doing this and that and this and this and this and this and this. Like, I have all these plans of what I'm gonna do, but nobody cares, bro. Like, and I'm not trying to hurt your feelings, but I'm gonna be honest, no one cares what you're going to do. What are you doing right now? I don't care what you plan on doing. What are you currently doing right now in this present moment? And if you can't answer that question, then you really need to create a plan and start having a direction for where you're going. But like, it's all great and fantastic if you have these big dreams and you want to do this, that, and whatever else. But if you're not currently working towards that, it doesn't matter, right? And I'm not saying you can't tell people what you want to do or your plans for the future. That's up to you. But if you're not currently working towards that, it doesn't matter. It's irrelevant. I can say, I want to build the first oxygen-powered car, right? And I can tell everyone, I'm going to build the first oxygen-powered car. I'm going to build the first oxygen-powered car, telling people all over the place. But then if someone stops me and asks me and says, so how are you building that? And I just pause, and I don't have an answer for them, then it's like, well, I don't know, right? That's what that means. You don't know. And there is a problem. I have this goal of building the first oxygen-powered vehicle, but I'm doing nothing to get there. So if every step I'm moving in my life is going in a whole nother direction of where my goal is, then I need to sit down and figure out the direction that I'm trying to walk towards. And currently, right now, that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm working on. Because I'm doing all these things, but they're not leading me in the path of where I want to be. And for me, I want to help a lot of people. I always want to be there and support people. And, if I'm available, I always want to help. That's just like how my heart is. But at the same time, if I spend my entire life only helping people and never helping myself, then it's gonna amount to nothing, right? It's all good and well to help others and do things for others, and I think you should do that. I'm not saying you shouldn't do that, but you gotta help yourself. You have to get your house in order before you can help someone fix their own house, right? It doesn't make sense to spend all your energy pouring out to people and doing things for people when you yourself aren't in a stable position. So for me right now, what I need, right, is write down actual steps of I'm gonna start and do this, and then do this, and then do this, and that's gonna lead to X, Y, and Z thing. And really structure myself and get that discipline. You know, because the one thing that bodybuilding show taught me was discipline is essential, because I'm not always going to feel like doing these things, but I have this goal that I'm working towards, and I need to make sure I keep myself focused on that goal. It's so easy to get distracted. We got social media, TV, movies, internet, like there's so many distractions, bro, and it just takes your time, and then you become a potato. You're sucked in, wasting time. Please hear me. I'm not saying that I'm not going to continue to help people or do things for people, because I am, but I'm also going to have a boundary of this is my time. This is where I do something for myself. You know, I know people that have spent their lives helping others, and now they're in a current life situation that they wish they had done more for themselves. Because a lot of the time, they did all this for all these people, and those people forget about them. And then they only remember you when they need help again, you know, but when they're up and they're well, you know, and that's a part of life. And I'm not saying that that's a bad thing, so you shouldn't help people because of that, because no, your heart for helping people should never be because you're gonna receive some. It should just be, I genuinely wanna help you. I don't need anything in return. But with that, you gotta also help yourself. And now, I'm gonna sit down, I'm gonna figure out this move, and this move so that it can lead me to where I wanna be. Because if you're living your life and the current things you're doing in life, right? Everything you're currently doing right now is leading in this way, but where you wanna be is go this way, then you need to make a course correction. And sometimes people may not like your course correction. People may not believe you're doing the right thing. People may not want you to do what you're gonna do. But don't do it for people. Because at the end of the day, you have to face God. I have to face God. And I have to account. The people will not be in front of God with me. It'll just be me and God. And I was given this life, so I'm gonna live my life. I can't live anyone else's. Not to say you can't take advice and you can't take input from others, because a lot of times when I'm moving wrong or I need to open myself up to a new area of life, it comes from someone else, you know, checking me or correcting me or kind of holding me accountable, right? When someone else holds me accountable, it makes me have to keep going. And that's good, but don't let all these outside noises and this person saying you should do this person saying you should do this, and that person saying you should do that. Don't let that, bro, live your life. But understand, as you live your life, everything you do, you will have to meet God and He will judge you in it. So make sure you're doing it in a way that honors Him. But at the end of the day, if you're honoring God and you have a plan or something that you want to do it. Don't let someone try to talk you out of it or set you on this path or that way or that. If it don't sit right with you, then bro, you gotta live your life. Do not be afraid to live your life, because you will regret it when you get old if you don't. But with that, that's this week's video. I love y'all. I know I don't have no fancy background for you or nothing. It's just me, but I kind of feel like these kind of videos are like, they're more like intimate. Like I just talk to y'all and you can kind of really where I'm at. And I really do hope this helps somebody. Like with all of these videos, y'all, these are like vlogs, blogs, whatever you want to call it, testimonies. but this is where I'm at in my life and what I'm trying to do to be better. Because all I want to do is be better than I was yesterday. At the end of the day, that's my only goal. And I hope that these videos will inspire some young kid or maybe someone older than me, anyone, right, to want to be better than you were yesterday. That's all you can do, you know, and you gotta roll with the punches. Life is not fair, life is not easy, but you gotta be able to keep a smile and stay grateful despite of all of that. And I love y'all. I'll see y'all on the next video. Peace.
Said that you don't got the victory over us now. No.
Yeah. All my life they always looked at me like I was perfect.